So a couple of days ago, these youths in my state were having a little conversation about languages. So midway their debate, one of the youths made a statement saying that American English and UK English are two different languages. So upon me overhearing this stupid statement, I was like to myself, is this youth really serious that he actually said that American English and UK English are two different languages? Bruh. 2 minutes after me hearing this, I hear another voice coming from nearby. And I happened to open my window and look at her, and I see it was my neighbour 2 doors down from me. So she happened to overhear the little debate, and she decided to put the boy to the test now. So as they're busy going back and forth with their own little debate, this youth is still sticking to his statement true and true. So then my next door neighbour goes on to explain to him that UK English and American English are the same thing, but the only difference is the way they spell certain things. Like favour, we say it with you, they don't say it with you. And like energize or colorize, anything that has ISE, they say IZE, etc. But in certain parts of the country, they have different dialects. So the dialect on the west coast would be different to the dialect from somebody who's from the east coast. And even with all that explanation, this kid was still sticking to his statement true and true. So then she furthermore went on to ask him what grades did he get in English and what school does he actually go to. So when the sheet was saying that he's getting distinction and A's and that he goes to one grammar school in Enfield, my face dropped instantly. I was like, bearing in mind, this is the same grammar school took less 8-9 years ago my mom wanted me to go there. Like if I didn't go, this is the grammar school my mom would have sent me to. And for you to get into the school, you have to do a test. You have to do an examination, which basically shows your level of IQ, blah blah blah. And if you get in, you get in. For him to be uttering that nonsense out of his mouth was a big shell shock for me. And then I can tell from the face of my neighbour that she was also in despair. It was like, you go to a grammar school and you're saying that nonsense? It's like, bruh. This is when I fully convinced myself that the education in England is going to shit, fam, especially here in London, because what are they teaching them in schools? Like, you're saying that nonsense. 5 years ago, if I was to tell my mum that UK English and American English are two different languages, my mum would look at me like, are you stupid? For you to be proudly speaking that nonsense and for you not to take the correction, that basically sums up the education in England. So give it about 5 minutes after, they have another debate, but this time it's about UK accents. So now, I think one of them was talking about the Liverpool accent, or the Scousers accent, and then one girl just popped out of the cut and said, Scousers not accent, it's a language. I fucking argue, but this is just reassuring me that the education here in London is definitely gone to shit. It actually hit its all-time peak now. So my neighbour happened to hear me laughing at this stupid debate that they was having. And then she flipped the script to me asking me if I agree with what they were saying. I just gave her one look for her to know that I don't agree with what these youths are saying, because what these youths are saying is pure and utter trash. Because if that was the case, every time Trump is on TV, we should have a UK translator to translate whatever Trump is saying for us. That stupid statement that that kid said boils down to the equivalent of me saying Moroccan French and Congolese French are two different languages. But then again, this all boils down to common sense. You could be the smartest person academically, but if you don't have common sense at all, you ain't gonna make it far in life. If you like the video, rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at R2VMan. Follow me on Instagram at R2VMan. Follow me on Snapchat as well at R2VMan as well. And subscribe to my channel because I make videos. This is your boy R2VMan. I'm signing out. Peace. Man can't ever chat to a G. AJT from MTB. Light skin you from TNT. Reason itself just like FT. Reason itself like Greasy 150. So I don't ever stray far from an easy. If I ain't in a trap house with a Pyrex, then I'm at a girl's yard sucking on teas. Drop bombs in a pagan's bunker. In beavers raised with a hunger.